Good day, podcast community. I'm Pete Kane, Podcast Pete, and where we build, publish, and create. Let me start over. Where we podcast, build. Okay, let me start over again. It's late in the day, and I've been up for a lot of hours, but I wanted to put this one in because this is a historical day for those that are really wanting to make their business scale. We publish through podcasting. So we podcast, publish, and build communities. And let me give you a little idea of what is coming this year. So let's go back to the 5 trends. So the 5 trends, we have a digital asset revolution. That means this is a digital asset that we're creating. Now, if it was earlier in the morning, I wouldn't have been doing takes and stuff, but it's creating an asset that will continue, a global asset, because the economy has shifted from the industrial to the digital. So if you're not creating digital assets, you're not an entrepreneur. We're going to go into 2 of them a little bit deeper because I want to give you the concept of the key person of interest. Because if you get this concept down and you get the 7-11-4 concept idea, your business is going to scale, you're going to have fun, and you're going to be riding the wave of the trends that are there. Daniel Priestley, write his name down, search him, and go see what he says about 7-11-4. This is his book. Go get his book, Key Person of Interest. For you as an entrepreneur, if you understand this concept and you understand that you have to create digital assets, you got to give people the opportunity to get to know you. They have to consume 7 hours of you. They have to make 11 buying signals. And they have to see you on 4 different platforms. A book's a platform, a podcast is a platform, a white table, an Instagram post, a LinkedIn post. These are different platforms. And when people see you on 4 different platforms and they consume 11 hours or they make 11 buying signals, and buying signals are when people raise their hand, say, I'm interested in knowing more. It's the 0 moment of truth by Google. 11 buying signals, and they consume 7 hours of you. The brain just clicks on, they know, like, and trust you. Now you're moving forward with that person. If you meet a person and you Google them, because what somebody says about you is through Googling. So they're going to see, Google me, Pete Kane Podcast. You can put Pete Kane Podcast, Pete, whatever you want. See what I look like online. Then Google your name. Now, unless you're Daniel Priestley, you're going to see a gap. A gap is the digital assets between your name and my name. That's your opportunity. So if you go get the book, read it. I have listened to this book at least 8 times. At least. I have listened to hundreds of his videos. Do I know him? No. But do I know him through his digital profile? Yes. I can repeat stories after stories after stories, what he has been able to put out there for me to digest. That's why in our ecosystem, and the masterclass that I'm going to give you at the end is going to change your business, because you'll then think, okay, it's not that hard, but it has to be intentional, and you have to understand why. You got to understand why 7-11-4. I've said 7-11-4 and people go, what is that? 11-7-4-4-11-7. But you got to go over and over again. People have to hear you say it over and over again. That's why I've read his books. I know him. And kind of goes to people buy from people, not businesses. People know of Elon Musk, not all his companies. People know Oprah, not all her companies. People know of a person. That's the way the brain works. It connects with people. People know of Steve Jobs before he passed away, Tim Cook now. They don't think of who's behind, they don't think of a company. People don't buy from companies, they buy from people. People. So, if you're a key person of interest in your business, then you stand the opportunity for more people to do business with you. So, online courses, that's a digital asset. Podcasting, that's a digital asset. That's why we do podcasting, publishing, and building communities. Those are the three things we do. Do we publish books? Yep. My partner, Jeff Bourgeois, this is his workbook on the 12 Ps. The 12 Ps are plan, problem, promise, purpose, prioritize, ponder, possibilities, proclaim, package, publish, and promote. This is the system to be able to write your authoritative book. That's what Daniel talks about in this book. Write a book. Be the authority in your industry. It's not as hard as you think, but you got to do it. That will position you as a key person of interest. Put podcasts out there, online courses, do things that will allow the digital world to digest you, to consume you. You see, we've gone from a local type of business to a global. Anybody, if you put digital assets out there, can do business with you from here to the Philippines and around the world. So that opens up your market. So if you're just working locally with people locally, you're missing globally because everything is global now. If you have a computer, you can get anywhere in the world. You can find anything. This mobile phone, which is the fifth major trend, everybody's got a supercomputer right in their hand. When you look at the second one he has, Entrepreneurial Revolution, you see how things are shifting. It's never been easier to be an entrepreneur because the world is your marketplace. And when you go to the Industrial Revolution, you have a gentleman by the name of Seth Godin. He's written 21, I think this is his 22nd book. This is his best. It's on strategy. You got to have a strategy. If you're just haphazardly producing things out there, you're not going to get the most out of your ability. So you got to have a strategy. We do a 12-week transformation. 12 weeks. We activate your authoritative book. We publish you. Let me see if I have it here. I think I have magazine. I know I had it this morning. Yeah, I think it's, I know I have it somewhere. Hold on here. Where did I put that magazine? Okay. It's the Kennesaw Happenings, and I know I had it. Oh, yeah, I put it. I lent out one copy, so I don't have it on my desk. But when you look at Kennesaw Happenings, search it, Amazon. It's beautiful because it's right now 32 stories, people that I've had on my podcast. People remember stories. People buy from people. So when you look of the old way where we work 40 years for one company and then retire, then hopefully our health would be good enough to do what we wanted to do. That's gone. As we say, be bold, make a difference, and have fun. Do it now. Do it now. You have the flexibility to be able to, as long as you have a computer, as long as you have a strategy, as long as you understand how digital assets are created, which are podcasting, courses, books, and you have a high performance coach who gives you strategy, that I am a high performance coach and I'm part of a high performance community, we're going to scale. We're going to scale this business. The opportunity has never been better than it is now. Should you have started your digital assets 6 months ago? Yes. Now, if you didn't start 6 months ago, when's the best time? Now. So, let's give you something here. Podcast, publish, and build communities. Go to pkane.me/masterclass. You'll get our KPI ecosystem. You'll learn how to scale your business and leverage the 5 mega trends. Now, for those that really want to invest in themselves, that want to accelerate, you can still do it by yourself. But if you want our help to implement it quickly, because the 4th trend is AI. And if you're not implementing AI in your business, you're going to be left behind. You have to know how that works. My partner, and I'm going to go to him, is Jeff Bourgeois. And let me see if I can go to him and give you a free course. Yes, I can. Here we go. Free course at pkane.me/AI. Learn about AI. Know how it'll work. It's moving fast. And if you implement it into your small business, you become a KPI, you publish, you do podcasting, you work with us on building communities. We just had a live event at Grace Church, and that was an event where our speakers learned 5 minutes, 3 points. 5 minutes, 3 points. And when you go to, I have to change this because the 18th is past, but let me see. The next one, let me give you the next one because you're going to want to be there. Okay, that is the 22nd of February. So go to, 10 a.m. always on a Saturday morning from 10 to 11:30. We have 15 talks, usually 10 speakers. Some of the speakers will speak 2 talks, but you'll be able to go to pkane.me/live and see some of our speakers. We train our speakers. We coach our speakers. 5 minutes, 3 points. 5 minutes, 3 points. This helps you to communicate from the platform. Not only do you learn from the other speakers, you get good. The better you get at delivering a 5-minute message, you help to communicate to your market who you are, what you do, and the problem you solve. So that's why we do it. Now, okay, so if you want it, the first one, which we talked about, Daniel Priestley, he talks about assessments, the value of them, the importance of having a waiting list and having a capacity for your business. But you can check it out at pkane.me and check out our assessment. And then you pick what avatar you want. If you're an entrepreneur that wants to grow and scale their business by 10x, that's our first. If you're a nonprofit that wants to grow and scale your nonprofit for greater impact on your community, you got to be seeing Glenda Hicks. And she's number 2. And she has a gamifying of learning. And so you help to build those relationships with your executive team, with your leadership team, and you learn while you get together. So you want Glenda's book, and you can go to 501cimpact.org, 501cimpact.org. So the key here, be a key person of interest. Be a person that puts those digital assets out there. Give people an opportunity to consume 7 hours of you. Go into my masterclass and learn 10 steps. First step is assessment. Second step is, it is late night podcasting and online courses. Third is high performance coaching. Fourth is our magazine. Fifth is Growth Day. 6th is our live events. 7 is our brand ambassador. 8 is, what is 8? Is send out cards, which is our way of connecting with people, educating, staying top of mind, and bringing beautiful images to our audience, the people that are guests, our clients, because everybody's busy. And if you don't have an intentional keep your name out in front of people, they're going to forget about you. So then AI is number 9, and get Jeff's course. I think I told you at petekane.me/AI. Free course on AI. It's technology, it's speed. You got to have speed in your business, because if your competitor is using it and you're not, then there won't be even any competition, because he'll blow by you like you're standing still. And you want to compete by having the tools, AI, and using it. And the last one is social media amplification. If you don't have a social media amplification strategy, it's free-ish. These platforms are free. Amplify your social media. And we have Krista O'Neill, who will be talking to you, and she's the key person of interest for our number 10. The last one is a bonus, and it's Buy Back Your Time from Team Trexan. So we also have Podcasting Academy, where we teach people how to podcast, but that's a separate thing. We help you scale and grow your business. So let's go back to my final. Let's go back over here. I love doing this. So podcast, publish, build communities. Go to petekane.me/masterclass. Get our KPI ecosystem. Learn to scale your business and leverage the 5 megatrends. So be bold, make an impact, and have fun. Be bold,